Hi, my name is Liz Scott, and I'm getting calls right now with a lot of people asking about the PPP and COVID loan program. And so, as an accountant who helps small businesses every day, I wanted to share some of the things that we're doing. If you've got questions and are a lot alike the people who are calling asking some questions. And so, let me share with you the questions that we're getting are related to people saying, yes, we'd like to apply for the loan, but our bookkeeping isn't quite caught up. And so one of the things that we're doing is we're saying, it's okay, let's get you caught up and let's get you up to date in your bookkeeping so that way you can apply for these loans. And so that's exactly what we're going to be talking about is the COVID-19 loans and then bookkeeping help. And so my name is Liz Scott and Accounting Lifeline is the name of the firm. If you want to reach out to us, you can definitely stay connected to us by being part of one of our monthly roundtables where we get together as entrepreneurs and share ideas. And then we bring to the table every single month a topic. So that way we have a forum to be able to have these really nice, robust conversations that affect business owners. So feel free to reach out to us and get some answers on how to get connected there. So the advice that we're doing is we're saying, okay, you can actually utilize an accounting firm like ours to be able to say, I need some guidance. And I need guidance in being able to understand all of the different applications that are available. There's 4 different loans. And so we really go through how to break down the loans and then also being able to say, one of the things we're hearing is people are just not ready for it as far as bookkeeping wise. And so they need some help. So we're just going through looking at your current existing bookkeeping and seeing how we can get you caught up so that way you can apply for one of these loans. And so some of the things that we've been asked is, can you explain what the different loans are? And then what kind of advisory services do we offer inside Accounting Lifeline to be able to help you with those applications? And so we just charge a flat fee to being able to say, here's what advice we can give you on the loans. And then we look at your bookkeeping to help get you caught up. And then one of the things that we're doing is we're saying, let's be proactive, and we're going to create a document to be able to log every single time that you use some of these PPP funds or the COVID funds, because at some point, this loan, you're going to have to submit the documentation to ask for forgiveness. And so we're being proactive in creating some of those docs early on, so that way, before you even start spending the money, you've got a place that you're logging how those funds are being spent. And so we just want to make sure that you have ongoing support, because it's going to take some time to first apply for these loans and then get the forgiveness program rolling. So we'll go through, we explain the 4 different loan programs. The 2 that are the most popular are the PPP loan, so the Payroll Protection Program. And that's the one that's calculating your amount of payroll and doing an average cost and being able to say 2.5. So that way you can have 8 weeks of payroll plus some money to spend on some expenses like rent, mortgage, and any type of AP that existed prior to February 15th. So we can walk you through what are those loan requirements, what are the documents that are required. And then also the other loan that we're helping people understand is the COVID loan. So this is the one that they said, there's $10,000 that can be awarded to every single company. And so we're helping you to understand what is it that qualifies you for that $10,000. And it's an up to $10,000. So we help you kind of just understand what that loan program looks like, that is also a forgivable loan. So they're giving these grants, but you do have to make sure that you are prepped and prepared on the date that they say we're ready to offer those forgivenesses. So there's documentation. So one of the things that we're hearing is, okay, but my books aren't ready to be able to apply for these loans. And the date that I'm releasing this video is the date that they also came out and said that there's no more loan applications being accepted for this first wave of funds, but there are more funds that are being approved. So the time right now is to be very proactive and, okay, heads down, get your bookkeeping ready. So as soon as they say the second wave of funds is released, you'll be able to be first in line. So if you are a small business who is using QuickBooks, then that's what we do. We help small businesses who have QuickBooks and then the related ecosystem. So all of the integrations that are involved, we help you manage those and maintain them and pull them in and sync any of those integrations, and then the bookkeeping. So one of the questions that we get asked is, okay, great, my bookkeeping is now cut up. What do we do now? And so one of the things that we offer as a monthly service is doing a monthly review with you. So we go through the bookkeeping monthly, sometimes weekly. We go through and we make sure that we help you with your sales tax, payroll, and then any type of assistance and bookkeeping support. We have unlimited support. So if you're needing ongoing help, that is definitely something that we encourage, especially right now, whenever we know that you're going to have to be tracking these funds, how they're spent. And whenever it comes time to say, I'd like to have those funds forgiven, there's only going to be a certain amount of time and window that's available for us to submit those forgivable requests. So if you've got good bookkeeping, then you're going to be primed for those forgiveness programs. So we offer the ongoing monthly bookkeeping and accounting services. And some of the things that we include is financial coaching. So if you're not really sure about your numbers, you're not really sure about how you're doing, one of the things that we say is, let's help you with the detective work. Let's look at your balance sheet and your profit and loss and your cash flow statement. And then let's create some budgets to help you say, right now, maybe you're not making as much as normal, but you can stretch that money out. And so some of the ways that we're doing that is creating budgets and then budget versus actual reports to see how are you doing on the budget. So that way you're able to survive these lean times. So we look at all of these different financial statements. We understand how they work, and that's part of the fun, is then sharing with you what your numbers look like. And so we go through real scenarios with your balance sheet and your profit and loss statement. And then cash flow, this is the part of it that, money is now electronic, and it makes it more difficult to stay on top of how much money do you have left? How much money do you have coming in? What are the expected bills? So we help you with creating some cash flow forecasting, so that way you're able to model what your expenditures are going to be, and are you going to have enough cash to maintain? Because the last thing that we want you to have is your revenue be so much smaller than the debt that you're acquiring. So we want to make sure that we understand what your income looks like and what your expenses look like. And so one of the questions that we get asked is, how do we start? And we often see people whenever they're just like, many of you watching this right now, you need some bookkeeping cleanup and some support to get you up to date and current. And then we can train you on some bookkeeping tips and tricks, so that way you can maintain that new clean bookkeeping system. And for some people, they say, I'm a DIYer, I just want to do it myself. And so we offer this training to you. And then other people say, I'd really like to pass this over and have you manage it on a monthly basis. So we do that. And then in that package, we also include training, so that way you do understand your books better. You do understand how QuickBooks relates to the operations of your business. So if you're like many people right now and you're feeling a little stuck, reach out to us, and we're here to help. We're here to offer some guidance. And then also our monthly roundtable. It's just like a conversation where we're able to get together as entrepreneurs virtually and share ideas. So feel free to reach out. And until next time, I'm Liz Scott. I'll see you soon.